Mackenzie, why aren't you here?
I'll take her.
No. We have to get these people out.
Hey, look! Someone finally heard my distress call.
Ooh, you dirty convict.
Well, well. Looks like we found the party.
Did you now?
You leaving so soon? Doctor.
Yep, leaving right now. Alright, so here's Mackenzie's part of the story. Get ready for a whole bunch of cutscenes. From playing the game, they were getting chased by convicts out of the dam. This is where they ended up.
What am I even doing out here?
That's always the question, isn't it?
What are you doing here?
I told you before. I'm here as a witness. And have you found what you're looking for?
No. I mean, part of it. But I'm still searching.
Yet you have come such a long way.
Yeah. I'm not sure I know what for.
It's in your nature. Not a hero, just someone...
Stubborn enough to keep going.
Maybe that's all any of us can hope for. In the absence of a clear purpose. The drive to go on.
I have this case. I've been trying to find my wife. Ex-wife. To give it to her. She's a doctor, and she needs it for something. I know it's important, otherwise she wouldn't have come up here with it in the first place. I've gone through hell to get to this moment. And I still have the case. And I'm still looking for her. Why am I doing that?
That's a good question.
You're no help. The first time I met you, you said, this has all happened before. What did you mean by that?
Nature works in cycles. Things change, and living things adapt to the change, or they don't. The lights in the sky, they are a warning of things to come.
But what is coming? I still don't understand.
A time for people stubborn enough to keep going, even when the purpose or the outcome isn't clear. It's not about what's in the case. It's about how far you'll go and what you're willing to do, not knowing what's in the case. Not about the reason or the purpose, but about doing something, anything, because of what you believe.
What the hell does that mean?
Who are you talking to?
Nobody, Jace. Nobody at all. Go back to sleep. Can't you just tell me what's going on? Hey, sun's coming up. Gotta get moving.
You must have been freezing. I was just having the strangest dream.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was at the beach. It was summer. My mom and my sister were there. I was a kid, but my sister was grown up. You know, messed up dream logic shit. I was afraid to go in the water, but my mom and sister said, "It's okay. You'll be happy in there." So we all held hands and started to walk into the water. And I felt it come up over my feet, then my ankles, then my knees, then my thighs, higher and higher. I said to my mom, "Are you sure this is a good idea?" She just looked at me and smiled, didn't say anything. And then I felt scared. I looked back at the beach and all the people were gone except for a man. I couldn't see him clearly. He was all blurry. We were already too far into the water, but he was tall and I could see that he had a beard and a big blue coat, kind of like your parka. And I remember thinking, he must be so hot wearing that parka at the beach. And he called out. He was yelling and waving his hands at us. But I couldn't hear what he was saying. It was like his mouth was yelling, but nothing was coming out. No sound. Screaming silence. And when I looked back at my mom and my sister, they were smiling and singing. But the singing wasn't voices. It was like music from heaven. But instead of making me feel safe, I felt afraid. I tried to pull my hands back to swim to shore, but I couldn't. They were holding too tight. I screamed, but my face was already in the water. My mouth was so full of water, I couldn't spit it out. It was like tar in my mouth. And the underwater, it was black. But instead of water, it was stars. And the ocean was space. And then I woke up.
Well, that's some dream.
Yeah. How about you? You sleep okay?
Yeah, sure. You okay to walk?
I feel like I've been hit by a truck or maybe a train, but I'll manage.
We'd better get going.
That was some quick thinking back in the dam, throwing us overboard into the sluiceway.
Seemed like the only good option at the time.
Think those assholes will come after us?
Mathis's gang? Hard to say. But we probably shouldn't stick around.
We need to get back to Atwood.
Any idea where we should be headed from here?
I'm not familiar with this area. My way to and from the observatory was by road.
Right. Do you remember any landmarks that might help?
All I know is we were high up in the mountains. I remember her complaining about some kind of logging operation at the base of the mountains, though. That could be around here somewhere, I guess.
Makes sense. Okay. Towards the mountains, then.
Keep up, Mackenzie.
So basically this part here is just a little bit of a run through this canyon. And of course some dirty convicts show up.
Not yet! Keep looking!
Shit! They found us.
Not yet. But they're closer than I'd like.
Oh, we shouldn't have slept so long.
After Black Rock and the river, we were half dead.
Now we're gonna be fully dead.
We can make a run for the logging camp you mentioned.
Make a last stand? You thinking?
I was more thinking maybe we lose them along the way.
Yeah, no fighting the convicts. Alright, Mackenzie, let's go.
I have an even better idea. We'll split up. You boost me up here, and I'll take
Split
another
up?
path.
That's never a good
Make
idea.
some noise. That'll confuse them for sure. With any luck, they'll get lost in the woods, and nobody ever hears from them again.
Sounds like a risky plan.
You have a better idea?
Nothing's coming
Yeah,
to
nothing
mind.
better, I guess.
Just boost me. I'll lead them away. We'll regroup at the logging camp.
Okay. But be careful.
I have a bit of unfinished business with these clowns.
They aren't messing around, Chase.
Yeah, but neither am I.
We'll see. Alright, let's boost her ass up there.
Up you go.
Thanks, Mackenzie.
You be careful now.
Don't worry about me.
Alright, you do your thing.
Hey, convict!
Let's get to climbing.
Hey! Over here!
Alright, so once you get up through that part, man, up here there's nothing but wolves everywhere. All I had was a torch to freaking scare him off. Yeah, get out of here, Wolfie. You stink. Stinky wolf. There's like 3 of them here. Yeah, no charge for me, buddy. Get on out of here. Get. So here I'll just make a run for it. Got most of them out of the way. But here, this one here was charging at me, so I thought I'd run up here to the rope real quick. Yeah, take that, buddy. Didn't get a best throw. What I got in the rope? No! I accidentally hit the wrong thing. Hey, stupid wolf! Yeah, get him, take that! Oh man, beating me up pretty good. Oh, I had to rip up some clothes to fix that because I didn't have anything else.
Gotta stop that blood loss.
Yeah, it sucks having to get rid of a piece of clothing, but oh well. Found these cabins down here. What do we got here?
Great. A map. Maybe now we can find a way out.
Yeah, I heard that, buddy. Let's go. Flare gun, some shells. It's definitely worthwhile. Hey, it's Chase.
You made it.
She caught up.
Yep. Pretty sure I got those idiots turned around for good.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough to find this camp in the fog.
What happened to you? You look like hell. Are those teeth marks?
Yes, they are.
I met some old friends along the way.
Definitely got bitten.
What do you have against wolves anyway?
I think the better question is, what do they have against me? Good news. Looks like we're heading in the right direction.
Right. Great. A mine.
Trust me, they aren't my favorite either.
I remember Atwood telling me a couple of hikers went missing there last year. Search and rescue got in there but had to give up. Too unstable.
And let me guess, we need to pass through it.
Well, no, not if we can find another way up and over that mountain.
Unstable mine it is then.
Except, I don't know if I can do it.
We'll go slowly. I'll help you.
No, you don't understand. I don't go underground. Mines scare the shit out of me. I'm claustrophobic.
Okay then. There's gotta be another way.
Well, I guess we could find a way around the mountains.
But that would take days. Maybe weeks. I'm not sure we have that kind of time, Jace.
Yeah. I'm worried about Atwood. She's been on her own for too long.
Let's get closer to the mine and see what we can figure out.
Yeah, I mean, it might be one of those mines that isn't completely dark.
Our luck has to change at some point.
Damn wall! Looks like tracks leading this way. I see boot prints. Finally! Mathis will be pleased.
Shit! What was it you were saying about our luck changing? Time for the last stand, I guess.
We gotta move. But where?
Hear that?
The sounds of convicts getting closer?
No, the other sound, like rushing water.
Maybe the river switches back.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh god, that's right.
Well, that looks...
This freaking contraption.
It looks like a terrible idea. I was trying to come up with something good to say, but it looks like a terrible idea.
How are you with heights?
A bit better than I am with fast-moving water, I guess.
I'll see if I can find a way across. Wait here and keep an eye out for Mathis's goons.
Will do.
And take this. Hopefully you don't need to use it.
Be careful out there, Mackenzie.
So this part here, it gets sketchy as hell. You gotta go down there and cross some logs on the freaking river. Oh man. Didn't feel good walking across this, that's for sure. Stay cool, Mackenzie. Oh my lord. There's no way you'd be able to make it over that. That'd be so slippery. Alright, one leap of faith. There we go. This part was pretty neat though. Getting the old cable cart moving. Get her cranking, buddy. What you gotta do is crank yourself all the way to this one side. Then she can get in, and then you gotta crank it back
Get
the
in
other
the
side.
cable car.
Yeah, going in there,
Okay,
Jace.
halfway.
Hey, woman, what's up?
That was some fancy footwork getting across, Mackenzie. You impressed me.
Don't ask me how I'm getting.
Hey! Why will those
Whoa.
assholes leave us alone?
Fucking convict
I don't
showed
get
up.
the sense that Mathis is a turn the other cheek kind of guy.
Think they decided to just kill us?
I'm starting to get that idea.
What are we gonna do?
We don't have a choice. I have to get you to the other side.
But the convicts, you're heading straight at them.
I'll figure something out.
Yeah, figure something out, right?
Over there.
Yeah, that's indeed what we end up doing. Hello, convicts, coming for you. Oh, they don't want to kill us because that guy wants us captured alive.
Don't kill
I mean, they are convicts, though. I guess there's a chance.
Well, well. If it isn't the pilot.
Well, hello again, guys. You're a long way from the burning prison where I left you.
Mathis is gonna be very happy to see you again, asshole. Yeah. Happy to split your skull open, he means.
I can't say the feeling's mutual.
Get out, and let's get going. What about the girl? I told you, Mathis doesn't care about her. She's not the one he's looking for.
Look, guys.
Shut the fuck up, man. Let's get going.
But... Ow! Damn you!
Don't be a hero, pilot, or we shoot the lady
Yeah,
on the
no
other
shit.
side.
Okay, guys. You got me.
Holy shit! Get down!
I guess he's doing this so they can't get across. Oh, no, how are we supposed to get across? Climb on the freaking wire. Here we go. Glad I got gloves on. There's no way you do it without it. Hey, we made it, Jace.
No!
Oh, here I didn't know what was going on, but I didn't realize I was shooting myself. Poor Mackenzie. Great. Yeah, take this, butthole. Haha. It's a pretty good shot. Knocked him off.
Mackenzie,
Definitely froze to death if he fell into
Mackenzie!
that water.
wake up. Wake up, man. Mackenzie! Don't leave me here. Alone.
Hey, he's awake.
What happened?
You've been shot.
I don't think so.
Package took the
I
shot
knew
for
there
us.
was a reason I've been carrying this damn thing.
Alright, you guys, you're alive. Let's get out of here.
Think we should get out of here?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Looks like we're going through that mine after all.
Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, rip that board off. Alright, Jace. Time for the mine.
Found a way in. I know. You don't like mines.
I don't think you understand. This goes beyond not liking something. I'm terrified of them. Maybe I should stay here, and you can go on and find Atwood on your own.
I'll scout ahead. Find some light for us. And then I'll guide the way. I won't leave you alone in there. We can do this. Together.
Ugh, I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
You'll be alright, woman. Let's go. So what you gotta do is you find these little light posts as you go through here and you light them up for her. Then
Thank
she'll continue
God.
through.
Nice work, Mackenzie.
This place ain't too bad, but there are certain spots where it gets pretty maze-like. Oh, what do we have here? A crank clamp?
Handy.
Okay. Yeah, definitely come in handy.
What the heck? Is that poison gas?
Oh, yeah, crank it up. Well, that feels kind of dirty. Look at me, Jace, cracking my hog. Yeah. Oh. There we go. Yeah, handy dandy flashlight. Here we gotta close some of these valves to get rid of some of the poison gas, but
The gas seems to have disappeared.
later on. Hey, Jace, don't look. Cracking my hog.
Jace.
Yeah?
Later on, down in the mine, it like certain spots you couldn't really get rid of it. Found a gas mask, couldn't figure out how to use it. Oh, falling in a hole.
Oh, shit.
Great.
That was a little too close. It's lucky Jace couldn't see that.
Right.
Could end up.
See, here's that gas mask. I never did figure out how to put it on, though. Nope, flashlight's getting down. There we go. So I just said screw it and ran through the gas. Seems like as long as you're fast enough, it wasn't really an issue. There we go. Light the way for you, Jace. Crack my hog real quick. Crack, 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 crack. There we go. Hog is cranked. Alright, Jace, get up there. Not her pulling me up. Kenzie's a big boy. That'd be pretty rough. Alright. Yep, crank my hog real quick. Yep, keep going, Jace. I'm just gonna crack my hog over here. Ooh. Friggin' mine is falling
All
apart.
the shaking and dust and shit is not giving me confidence about this place.
In my experience,
me
this
either.
is just what mines do.
Just what mines do? What the heck does that mean?
Deep breaths, Jace.
Alright. Make it to the end yet?
Is this the way out?
You seem excited to leave.
Stop fooling around.
Definitely.
I need to feel fresh air on my face.
Yeah, get on that
Just
wheel,
gotta get
woman. Let's
past
go.
This massive door.
Here, help me. Turn the other handle.
Right.
Finally. Wouldn't let me interact with it until she said that. Get to turning. Turn, turn, turn. That's like, honestly, that's like such an easy thing to do. There's no reason to even have it there. Just click on the damn thing and open it up.
Can we get the hell out of this place now, please?
Right behind you.
I think I can smell fresh air.
Yeah, let's go, woman.
Well, the good news is nobody's gonna be coming after us through that.
Yeah, I guess not. Hours later.
There it is. Home sweet home.
Feels more like the ends of the earth up here.
We're above the tree line. The weather is unforgiving, but there's a peacefulness. Being this close to the ceiling of the world.
Not words I'd have expected from a girl who grew up in the big city.
Being up here does something to you. It makes everything seem less, somehow.
I think I understand what you mean.
I hope we're not too late.
Yeah. Let's go. Find out what this is all about. Hello, anybody home?
Maybe nobody's home.
This place is huge. We could bang this door for hours and she might not hear it.
The sun's gone and the temperature is dropping. I'm afraid.
Wait. I think I hear something. Dr. Atwood? It's me, Jace.
Hello, dear. I'm very glad to see you again. Relieved, even. And who is this?
This is Mackenzie. He helped me find my way back to you.
You know how I feel about strangers.
I know, but I have a feeling he can help us.
You kids had better come inside then.
All right, here we are. Big old radio tower.
It's nice and warm in your lab. How'd you manage that?
It seems that the plant's geothermal backup is still working, but this seems to be the only room at the facility getting any heat. I've started sleeping in here, which is convenient for my research.
Any way we can use the backup to power the rest of the facility?
Unfortunately, no. At least, not without several time-consuming excursions to the substations providing power to the lab.
But what about our research? Were you able to pull the data down from our last series of scans?
Also negative. I was able to extract a small amount of data before the massive power surge fried a lot of our equipment. It's possible there might still be some remnants in the memory buffers, but we won't know until the power is back online.
Damn it! That's years of postdoctoral work down the tube.
I will say, the small amount of data I was able to pull just before everything shut down was concerning.
Enough to confirm your theories?
Theories?
I hesitate to say more without access to more data. What I saw could easily have been a glitch. Maybe.
Maybe. I know that look in your eye, Dr. Atwood. You found something, didn't you?
I shouldn't say more until we can get the data. And now that you're back, we can put our heads together and maybe find a solution. That said, it might be best to remember our security protocols.
If you're referring to Mackenzie, he can be trusted.
If my suspicions are correct, I'm not sure we can take that risk.
Look, I'm not here about your research.
Then why are you here?
I was sent here to find you.
Sent here by whom?
An old trapper living in a cabin somewhere near a place called Mystery Lake.
Trapper? I don't know anyone out that way.
Guy by the name of Jeremiah. Grumpy guy, but he didn't strike me as the frivolous type. It was important to him that I find you.
Well, what was the message?
It's a bit strange. He said to tell you, Wintermute.
Wintermute.
That's what he said.
Jeremiah and Wintermute. I haven't heard those names in a long, long time.
Are you okay, Dr. Atwood? What's this all about?
It can't be.
Dr. Atwood.
What does it mean?
It means things are much, much worse than I feared.
Are you going to explain any of this?
I need to think. Please leave me now. I need quiet to think.
Well, okay. Come on, Mackenzie.
It's getting worse. We have to do something. help. You said you had something that could help her. Astrid, it's getting worse. You have to do something. You understand that better than anyone.
Yes, I do.
Find a way, and get up here as soon as you can.
I will. As soon as I can figure out how to... I'll find a way to get it to you.
Have you asked Will?
No. It's been years since we... I haven't asked him yet.
We don't have time for this, Astrid. You need to do this, and soon.
I will. I'll fix it. I promise I will get there.
I'm afraid it's happening again, Astrid. I'm afraid we'll lose her this time.
That's not gonna happen.
Hurry, Astrid.
Huh?
Well, don't worry, Pilot. You'll be with her soon.
Wake up, Mackenzie.
Wake up, Mackenzie.
Wake up, Mackenzie. Good. You're awake. Atwood wants us to meet her in the control room. I think she was up all night. You look like you could use this.
There isn't enough coffee in the world, believe me.
Glad you could join us. It took me all night, but I think I figured out how we might be able to retrieve the data in the memory buffers. It's risky, but I don't think we have a choice.
I would love to help, but there's a place I gotta be. I delivered your message. I got Jace back to you. My work here is done. There are other people who need me.
Listen, Mackenzie, is it? I'm not a trusting person by nature. But if John trusted you with his message...
John?
You know him as Jeremiah.
Oh, so you do know him?
Yes, it's a long story. Suffice to say that if John trusted you, I will also be forced to trust you.
Like I said, I have stuff to do, so don't feel obligated to include me.
Mr. Mackenzie.
Just Mackenzie.
Mr. Mackenzie, whatever important thing you think you need to do, I promise you, it's not more important than this. This might be the most important thing anyone has ever done.
I'm listening.
I have an idea for how to retrieve our data from the memory buffers, but to do that, I need the power back online.
Sounds like a tall order, given everything.
Normally, I'd agree. But the Suzuki telescope was built with a very specific purpose in mind.
It's electromagnetically shielded.
Exactly. See, the whole reason this is up here is its location not only allows the telescope to broadcast and receive signals from space with almost unprecedented clarity.
Like I said in the mine, why else would you build a radio telescope in such a remote location?
But the area's geological and geothermal characteristics lend it some very unique attributes.
Look, I'm not a scientist.
Can you flip a switch?
That I can do.
Perfect. Look at this map. See these 3 black rectangles?
Uh-huh.
These are substations for the station's geothermal plant.
I thought you said it was only enough to power the heat in your lab.
Currently, yes, but the system was designed to power the whole facility. The project was mothballed several years ago, and only the small feeder line left open, which is what is heating us right now. But the main line was mostly operational when they shut it down.
Okay.
If we can get the full system back online, we might have enough power to fire up the mainframes and pull the memory from the buffers before...
Before what?
Before the memory gets wiped. Forever.
So the only way to maybe retrieve the data is to possibly get the system going long enough to pull the data down, and if we fail to have perfect timing, the data, my life's work, will be deleted. Forever.
Our life's work.
What do you need me to do?
In each of the 3 substations, you should be able to find a bank of physical switches. They're currently in a kind of testing mode. Prime them and flip them to active. And, with any luck, we'll have power.
Okay. Sounds easy enough.
Problem is, once you start one substation, you'll have to hurry to the next. Normally, they would be turned on simultaneously by multiple crews. Here, you'll be on your own. If you take too long, pressure will build up in the system and probably create a catastrophic explosion.
Right. Let's avoid that.
Tell him.
Tell him what?
You know.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Tell him.
Tell me what?
Well, you might not be alone out there.
Huh?
You might have noticed wildlife has been acting a bit strange lately, since the aurora first appeared weeks ago.
You don't say.
Well, for some reason, it's even worse up here.
Our working theory is the altitude and proximity to a range of anomalous geological strata.
It's okay. Strange wildlife I can handle.
Great. You'd better get going.
What's the hurry?
You need to be back before the next aurora.
Why can't things ever be easy?
If my calculations are correct, we're due for another burst of heightened aurora activity very soon, which means the unshielded parts of the system will be vulnerable. Last time, the system shut down following emergency protocols. This time, there are no more protocols to protect the system. Another blast of geomagnetic activity like that, and the whole system could go up in flames.
Right. So, no data. And what's so important about this data anyway?
Please hurry, Mr. Mackenzie. Get this done, and I promise you all the answers your curious heart desires.
There's a supply room by the entrance we came in at. You're gonna want to grab some warmer clothes and whatever else you think might come in handy.
Yeah, sounds good. Oh boy, here we go. Got a shotgun.
Finally.
We'll take that.
For the job.
Apparently they give these all this ammo for a reason, too.
Could end up being useful.
Yeah, good old firearm cleaning kit. We're ready to rock. Once you get out here, it's basically just Wolf City. This is why they gave you all the shotgun ammo. Get out here, Wolf. Haha. It's only single shot, though, so you gotta make it count. Yeah, grazed him on that one. Get out here, Wolf. Come back for another one. You gotta let him get kind of close, too. You shoot at him far away, it doesn't seem to hurt him too much. Alright, we made it to one of these darn relay places. Come on, buddy, crank that switch.
That's the last of them. Gotta find them.
Yay. Just run through the steam, screw it.
I see 3 green lights on the board, and a bunch of this old gear seems to be powering up.
Good news.
How's it looking out there?
I think I've seen the worst of it.
The pressure in the system seems to have dissipated, so that's one less thing to worry about.
Great news. How are Atwood's preparations coming?
She's in heaven. Haven't been able to get a word in edgewise since the power came back online. She's been running from system to system, and I am just trying to stay out of her way.
All right. Let's hope her plan works.
Tell that man to stop fooling around and get back here on the double.
I gotta go. If the big Aurora appears before we're ready...
I remember. Your life's work down the tube.
Exactly. Be careful out there, Mackenzie. And get back to us soon.
I'm on my way.
Yep, we're on our way. Let's go.
The air.
It's in here. Yeah, you see where he says that. You look at the ground, you can see it like sparking and stuff. It didn't seem to do anything. It's interesting. Oh god, I hate these bridges. Oh, take it easy, Mackenzie. Oh my good lord. My stomach drops every time I see this. Don't look down, buddy. Oh man.
Oh, shit.
Got stuck on a root. Yeah, took the words right out of my mouth. Come on, we can do it. Oh Jesus, boom. Almost there. Yeah, we made it. Holy crap. Up in here. Yeah, there's a freaking mountain lion. I ended up picking up this pistol. I thought that would be the best thing to shoot him with. Ooh, man, he got me once. Almost killed me, too.
Cougar.
Yeah, get the shotgun out. Don't seem to be bleeding or anything. Oh, I took a stem. That's right. These military stems are awesome. That's right, Mackenzie. Get the heck out of here. Before that cougar comes back. That's what I did. I just ran away. I didn't even bother killing it.
You did it, Mackenzie!
Yes, good work, young man.
It was no trouble. Now, do you have everything you need?
I think so.
I still have a job for you.
Right.
Please, accompany Jace up to...
I can handle that alone, Dr. Atwood. He's already done enough.
Accompany Jace to...
With tonight's Aurora, we have a chance to pull the data now that the systems are nearly back online. But I'm not sure Jace can handle the next part alone.
I don't need any help.
We need to get the data from the buffers back into the mainframe and then to the scope's relays for processing. But for that to work, we need the benefit of the program.
The program?
Just a little something I put together during my graduate thesis.
It's a brilliant bit of coding, and without it, we'd be dead in the water.
Okay. So, what can I do?
The next parts are all about perfect timing, and we each have a part to play.
I'm sure I can handle the telescope.
Nonsense. This is too important to let pride get in the way.
Once more, for good luck.
Let's not make this a habit, okay?
Works for me.
You two had better get moving. We're running out of time.
Okay, time to get this party started. There's a fair bit of interference. Keyboard is glitching a bit. Can't be helped, we're way past long shots at this point. Loading the program. Now.
Are you in place? I'm seeing some spikes on the sensors at the peak.
Shouldn't be long now.
What do you need me to do?
Okay, this is the tricky part. I'm gonna have to run the program and update the code in real time to modulate for the aberrant magnetic field and...
Jace.
So I'll be busy focusing on that. Meanwhile, once the telescope grabs the signal, we'll need to follow the source. The new data will help flush the buffers, and the data in the buffers will get pushed to Dr. Atwood's workstation for processing. It's an archaic system, but best I could do with 30-year-old technology.
I'm still not clear on what you need me to do.
You're a pilot, right?
Yep.
Know how to adjust your heading to follow a radar beacon?
Yeah, I have a pretty good idea.
Same principle. Grab the big metal wheels at the base of each leg of the telescope sensor assembly. You'll see a bunch of numbers around the edge. When my program outputs specific bearings, I'll shout them to you. And then you have to find a way to match those bearings as quickly as you can.
Sounds easy enough.
The timing has to be perfect.
Got it.
Like, exactly perfect.
I hear you loud and clear.
Did you say you got here after crashing your plane?
Don't start.
Get ready. I'm seeing some power spikes. Something big. It's happening.
Get ready, Mackenzie.
Alright, this part here is easy enough. They just give you a set of numbers that you gotta run around and put into these things. All you gotta do is turn them. A little bit more. There we go. Holy crap. Ouch.
Mackenzie!
The program?
She did the most any program can hope to do. Her job. Now let's hope Dr. Atwood got what she needed. Because this gear is toast.
It's coming now. All the data just flooding out of the buffers. It worked. God damn it, it worked.
Oh, thank goodness. I'd hate to have to restart my PhD.
You did brilliant work, my girl. Absolutely brilliant. We just need to keep the data flow, ensure it comes in a continuous flow, uninterrupted.
How long before the data is ready for analysis?
These are old systems, and it takes a while for them to crunch through the numbers. It'll be hours before we'll... Well, shit.
What the hell just happened?
It's not the power this time. Geothermal plant's still showing up green on the board.
Some kind of overload, or emergency shutdown.
What now?
Now we do this the old-fashioned way. We start combing through the numbers.
I'll get us some light. Do you see anything that would indicate the level of K-index we might expect to...
Shush, girl. Let me read. Huh.
Do you want me to grab a printout and
What could it be? A G10.
Is there something I can do to...
Aha! Here it is. Here it is.
There it is.
What do you see?
It can't be. That silly old British bastard was right. He just never knew how right he was. Why did it have to happen in our time?
British bastard? Please explain.
For you to fully understand would take more time than we have. I'd have to go back more than 150 years.
I like a good story.
I think we deserve some answers.
Very well. In 1865, a British scientist and naval officer was tasked with supporting the research of a scientific team, seeking to create a kind of communication that could travel over the air. The Admiralty felt that dependence on the telegraph was holding them back. This Navy man was inspired by stories he'd heard about the Carrington event 6 years prior. At the time, the largest geomagnetic event ever recorded. He had heard that the abundance of static electricity in the air had powered telegraph lines, even after the operators had unplugged them. Fires broke out due to this geomagnetically induced current. It got him thinking. This scientist's research led him all over the world, and he began to piece together a picture of the Earth's geomagnetic profile, and something about the operation of the sun and its effects on the Earth's magnetic field. Remember, this was 150 years ago, and well before they had the equipment to prove any of this. But a theory began to take shape in his mind that suggested the sun went through cycles of geomagnetic activity, waxing and waning, but sometimes spiking inexplicably in dramatic ways. The historical record held evidence of many of these events, but in pre-industrial times, the impacts were more subtle. Even in the mid-1800s, there wasn't enough power infrastructure to really feel the impact of these spikes, so it wasn't of grave concern. But the growing dependence on telegraphy suggested this shouldn't be ignored. And this scientist predicted that if the level of electrification continued to grow exponentially, as was predicted, this would create a serious vulnerability that could be exploited by their enemies at great cost to industry and society at large. He was given a secret commission from the Royal Geographical Society to prove his theories and to come up with a strategy that would ensure the British were in the strongest position to exploit any such geomagnetic disaster. After another decade of research, this scientist began to suspect that this geomagnetic current that existed all around them could impact many other things, and more deeply. He began to study migration patterns of animals and gathered evidence of whale strandings, bird die-offs, and other unexplained mysteries relating to animals' innate abilities to navigate vast distances with great precision without the benefit of modern tools or equipment. Eventually, he knew he had to travel north to the Arctic to really test his theories. And in December of 1865, he took a ship and a crew of Navy scientists and mariners in a specially commissioned research vessel, a modified bomb mortar ship, fashioned after the Terror and Erebus from the ill-fated Franklin expedition. His ship was named the HMS In Tenebris, and he took it and a crew far above the Arctic Circle, along with an array of unique recording equipments he had crafted himself, with the hope of collecting data to support his theories. This scientist and Navy man was Captain Edmund Wintermute.
The word in Mackenzie's secret message.
It was a person's name.
Wintermute's mission was to collect data near the Arctic Circle, and he and his crew were also tasked with the goal of resupplying a small Navy research outpost that had been set up as part of Wintermute's program the year before. Some of the crew on Wintermute's ship was designated as relief for the outpost crew, and Wintermute was meant to bring the replaced men home to their families. A few days away from the Arctic Circle and 2 days from their destination, Wintermute recorded increasingly active aurora and other geomagnetic activity around the ship, including St. Elmo's Fire. But he also noticed something else. As evidenced by their journals, many of the crew were having trouble sleeping, with some experiencing full-blown insomnia that worsened as they traveled further north. Some were also beginning to forget things, their journal entries occasionally slipping into childlike language or outright gibberish. 2 days out from their destination, the night watch rang the ship's bell to announce a man had gone overboard. The man, an experienced mariner, had been observed to simply walk off the deck of the ship. By all rights, a calm and dependable sailor. This event shook the crew's morale. Wintermute did his best to keep them focused, but he was still inexperienced as a ship's captain, always more the scientist than sailor or Navy man, and he could tell the men were increasingly becoming anxious, even distrustful.
Walked off the ship and straight into the water.
Exactly, but things got even stranger after that. When they arrived at their destination, a small island surrounded by sea ice, they found the Navy observation camp that Wintermute had set up the year before completely abandoned. The shelters were mostly destroyed, the relentless Arctic winds having shredded their canvas. The sled dogs were killed, some seeming to have been eaten. Many of the men were found dead, their bodies frozen in their beds, some showing signs of having been attacked or murdered.
Yikes.
Keep in mind, the Franklin expedition was still fresh in the public imagination during this time, including all the rumors of cannibalism. Wintermute could tell some of his men were nearing their breaking point, So he sent them back to the ship and took only a small group of trusted officers with him to search the rest of the small island. On the far northern side, in an icy bay, they found the remainder of the outpost crew, their bodies frozen solid in the ice. Some appear to have walked in and simply frozen in place.
Jesus. And I thought we had it bad.
Not wanting to completely abandon his research, but also recognizing the fragility of his situation, Wintermute kept a small group of trusted and hardy men with him. He offloaded sufficient provisions and equipment for them to survive up to 6 months, and sent the crew and the Intenebris back to London, with the request that they send a rescue ship to pick them up.
That's dedication. But what does it have to do with our data?
I'm getting there. Months later, the relief ship returned to find only Wintermute remained. He had left books of scrawled notes, data he had gathered using his novel devices, sketches and observances of the men he had kept with him, and a detailed diary outlining their slow but progressive decline into a kind of fugue and madness. Wintermute was accused of murdering the men, brought back in shackles, and once back in England, summarily court-martialed and committed to a sanatorium. His equipment, journals, and the data therein were hidden by the Admiralty, and the Royal Geographical Society renounced Wintermute's membership and denounced his research, claiming he had gone rogue. His work disappeared for over a century, until I dug it up.
Why haven't we ever heard this story before?
Exactly the question you should be asking. I had encountered odd and inexplicable references to his research, but always leading to dead ends. I finally managed to get my hands, through no small feat of my own canny research and a dogged determination, I might add, on a few of his earlier papers. It wasn't easy, believe me. A woman, let alone a woman who isn't white, had to work 10 times harder to get access to this material, but I managed to do it. I spent the next 20 years piecing it together, tracing the fingerprints of Wintermute's theory, collecting his data, analyzing, and then adding to his research with research of my own using increasingly modern equipment. And the more I dug, the more data I collected, the more worried I became. Because not only had Wintermute's original fear come to pass, that the world had become dependent on the electrical grid, a technology that would easily be taken offline should any Carrington-level geomagnetic event occur. But even worse, that the Carrington event of 1859 was like a tiny spark compared to the massive, overwhelming storm that might come in the future. I started to talk to others about this, but of course people thought I was crazy. They ignored me at first, then started to denounce me, and then ostracize me. Until I eventually found myself so far on the fringes of accepted science that I was entirely isolated, with nobody to trust, nobody who would believe me. I lost my job, my marriage failed, all my academic credentials were thrown into question.
Ah, this explains something about your reputation, Dr. Atwood.
Nobody would believe me. Except for John, who you met as Jeremiah, Mr. Mackenzie. He was a young corporal in the Canadian military when I first met him. Handsome, as I recall. It's a long story on top of an already long story, so I won't tell it all here. But the important thing was he was stationed at a radar observation post along the dew line, far north, and started to observe some strange things of his own. He followed the trail, which eventually led him to me. Then when we got together, there were sparks, I tell you. To be believed by someone, it was like a drug. We worked to uncover more data, and he kept his eyes and ears open, using his military connections to gather more information carefully. And he moved up the ranks, but always stayed under the radar, putting his career aspirations aside to ensure he could stay close to the facilities we needed access to. But it was never going to last. At one point, he was caught accessing some classified data shared with our NATO allies. And they thought he was spying for the Russians, so they put him in military prison. And we lost touch. Years later, he actually found me here, at the radio telescope. He was a changed man. His fire was gone. They'd somehow broken him. He said he still believed, but he couldn't be part of this journey. And that's the last time I saw him. That was more than 20 years ago. I can't believe he's still alive. And on Great Bear, no less.
You can't possibly believe that's some kind of coincidence. Jeremiah being here.
What are you suggesting?
Isn't it obvious? He stayed here for you, to be close to you, to keep watch.
He's been here ever since, close by, in case you might need him. And as soon as he saw the Aurora and what it could do, he knew. He saw the signs. When I met him, he was nearly killed by a bear. And when I left him, he was still not much more than half alive. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have come here himself. But he sent me to warn you. He made me promise. And he knew by then what that promise would mean.
He sent you in his place. And it's a good thing he did, because now we have the final piece. This is the answer we've been looking for all these years.
Do we finally have it?
I think we do, dear.
I'm not following.
All my research here, and Jace's since she joined me, has been to try to anticipate, to get ahead.
Ahead of what?
The next big Carrington-level event.
The thing Wintermute spent his life also searching for. And others, lesser scientists, industrialists, crackpots, even here on Great Bear. The island's unique geologic strata and northern latitude created a perfect test bed for geomagnetic research. Even a few decades ago, a German industrialist named Rudiger. But that's not important.
Dr. Atwood, do we know the terminus?
We do, my dear.
And when is it coming? Do we have time to prepare?
No, dear. It's already too late. It's already started.
What does that mean?
It means we're in a new geomagnetic normal. What you've seen so far is really just the beginning. Things will get much worse from here on out.
But how long will it last? Carrington was over in a few days, weeks at most.
Oh, this is much bigger than Carrington.
How long, Doctor?
I hesitate to say. With the data I have, I can only offer a vague range. 40 to 400.
Hours?
Days?
Years. Wintermute tried to warn us 150 years ago, but nobody listened. And now we're at the very beginning of a geomagnetic storm. A disaster of such proportion we've not seen its like in recorded history. The power grid is down. Everything humanity has built over the last 100 years or more, based on technology, electronics, everything based on the integrated circuit, electricity, it's gone. It's all gone. Nature is changing, and soon we'll begin to see the impact on people. We won't emerge unscathed. And this period of darkness will last from 40 to 400 years. A new dark age. The long dark. And what humanity will exist on the other side of it, I cannot even begin to guess.
Then I need to warn her. I need to get to Perseverance Mills.
You're talking about your ex-wife, the doctor?
Astrid will be there. And she needs what's in this hard case.
What's in the case? And what kind of doctor?
She's a researcher. Insomnia, memory loss, fugue states. I think she stole some experimental meds. She's trying to help a friend. A child that's suffering from some mysterious illness. I'm not sure.
Go to her. Regardless of what's in the case, you can bring her here. Her and anyone else you care about. We have to think about the survival of the species now.
But what can we possibly do here?
Oh, Jace, my silly girl. Have you forgotten what this facility is built on?
I just know it's some government thing.
Before it was repurposed for use with the radio telescope, this was an observation post for monitoring satellite communications. Mostly American, Russian, some Chinese, Cold War stuff.
But why here? Who would think we'd be spying from here?
Exactly. A few floors below us are the magnetically shielded dorms and storerooms designed for the folks who used to live and work here, back in the Cold War. The whole place is basically a big bunker.
Right. And the team that built the geothermal plant left various supplies behind.
Exactly. There's probably enough dry rations and assorted supplies there to feed dozens of people for a couple of years.
Survival of the species, huh?
I'm afraid so.
Then I better get to it.
Alright guys, that's it for this episode. Hope to see you guys next time, and until I do, hope you all have lots of fun gaming out there.